Hi there, Michael Bovee with Consumer Recovery Network, and welcome to our YouTube channel where we talk about all things debt and credit. It's been brought to my attention that I need to do more creditor-specific or entity-specific topics in our videos. I do a lot of generalities, how to negotiate, consolidate, deal with your credit reports. Today, I want to focus on when you're dealing with American Express specifically. So on my website, I have a couple of pages up that are dedicated to how to resolve issues with American Express. And because they work with certain debt collectors so specifically and continuously, there are some pages up dedicated to dealing with, say, Zwicker and Associates. Let's get started. You can't afford your American Express credit card payment, and you're looking for options. Sometimes dealing with American Express directly is a little bit difficult. In fact, a lot of it difficult. They're unique of all credit card issuing banks that they really don't have a robust recovery or customer service department that is really specific about their goal orientation is to try and help you get back on track or resolve a debt through settlement. They tend to send out accounts real early, sometimes after even a month or two of non-payment to debt collectors. And where most of the other national credit card issuers and national banks have this internal department that you'll deal with specifically for at least the first 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 or more months. So you're limited in the scope that you'll be dealing directly with American Express. If you're late only by a couple of weeks or sometimes a month or two, you'll be dealing directly with them. Here are some of the options that you have available. Getting Amex to agree through their customer service line to some type of reduced monthly payment plan for you. Usually these are going to be limited in time lengths. Sometimes the hardship plans, we call them, are going to be limited to just a couple of months, maybe as much as a year. Sometimes you can find life of the balance hardship plans with American Express, but I see those so much less now that if you need something like that, ideally you'll want to work with one of the credit counseling agencies in the nation, nonprofit agencies that do debt consolidation, take all of your bills, combine them into one lower monthly payment, Amex being one of them. In fact, while some banks you might be able to just, if you only have that one account and you need that kind of long-term repayment plan, lower monthly payments, you don't really need a credit counselor. Like I just did the video on Discover. Call Discover and get it. It's just one account. More than one account, you probably want to work with a nonprofit agency. But with Amex, you may not even be able to get there. But they'll give the deal to the nonprofit agency. So if you're an Amex account holder and you want monthly reduced payments, get your interest rates lowered, you might even want to start with the credit counseling agency. It's a free call. Just call the hotline on the screen, press option 1. That'll connect you to the largest nonprofit agency in the nation. They work in every state. It's a free call so that through the console you can get an exact to the penny quote of what your monthly payment can be reduced to. So take advantage of that. Now what if you can't afford your payments, period? Doesn't matter how low they go or as low as Amex will take them. Typically the lowest they're going to ever go is what you owe and then divide that by 60. So almost zero interest rate. Then, can you afford 60 months of that balance split up? If you can't afford that first payment, don't commit to any payment. Now think about what you can do to resolve the debt with American Express if they were willing to accept less than what you owe. American Express is unique in that it does matter a great deal who they place the account with. Like I said earlier, they don't do a lot of their own internal collections. So when they send them out, if it's with an agency that has a history of going as low as 40%, then that's what we target. If it's an agency that you typically can't get under 50%, a lot of the times that's going to be the debt collection attorneys that they place accounts with, then that's your target. You want to get involved in the negotiations with these different agencies only when you're very confident that you have the funds to work with to fund any offer that you get them to agree to. They want to collect as much as they can for their client and for themselves, basically, because contingency debt collectors, they get paid based on what they get you to pay. But you need to try and save as much as you can in order to reach a deal that you can actually follow through on. So that's all negotiation is. Picking up the phone, it weighs a ton, I get it, but you do need to, get empowered. This video may empower you to know that these guys do these kind of deals every day. You can read through the pages on our website about that particular debt collector or American Express specifically and get empowered through, getting information that way and seeing how other people interact on the site or even in the comments below as this video takes hold. and their successes, knowing that people are doing it. If you need help, we do that, but we want people to try and do as much of this, if not all of it, on their own, so you don't have to pay somebody like a professional to do that for you. But we will consult with you for free, so we can give you some tips and advice through the hotline. You can reach me, Michael Bovee, at option 2. But when it comes to Amex, one thing I want to encourage you to do is come up with a strategy as quickly as possible. The reason for that is that American Express is one of the most litigious banks in their collection processes out there, as far as going and trying to get payment on their credit cards. So be aware that if you're already dealing with an attorney and haven't been sued yet, that could be right around the corner, or that getting Amex out of the way, maybe even before other creditors, is going to prevent you having to deal with collections in the court. Michael Bovee from Consumer Recovery Network. See you on the next video.